In Intervals Part 1, we looked at major, minor, and perfect intervals. Now we need to look at the more unusual augmented and diminished ones. But first, we need to do some spelling. Of the white notes on the piano, we know it's easiest to find D. Of the black notes, it's easiest to find the note with two names, G sharp, A flat. Now let's look at the other black notes and find their alternative, less common names. C sharp can be D flat, and E flat can be D sharp. F sharp can be G flat, and B flat can be A sharp. Occasionally, we need to raise the note E a semitone. E sharp is the same sound as F, and B sharp is the same sound as C. In the same way, C flat is the same sound as B, and F flat, a very rare note, is E. When we change the spelling of a note from sharp to flat, or vice versa, it is called an enharmonic change. We say D flat is the enharmonic equivalent of C sharp. That's all the spelling we need for the moment, so now we're ready to look at the augmented and diminished intervals. When we raise the top note of a perfect interval by a semitone, we call it augmented. When we lower the top note by a semitone, we call it diminished. Here is a perfect fourth. Augmented, and here is a perfect fifth. Diminished. Augmented fourths and diminished fifths are common intervals. However, diminished fourths and augmented fifths are not common. Augmented and diminished octaves are not commonly found. However, augmented and diminished unisons are very common. We just never call them this. We call them semitones. And now a little bit more spelling. Occasionally we need to lower or raise one of the black notes by a semitone. When we lower B flat, it becomes B double flat, which is the same sound as A. When we raise F sharp, it becomes F double sharp, which is the same sound as G. And now we're ready for augmented and diminished major and minor intervals. When we raise the top note of a major interval by a semitone, it becomes augmented. As we have already seen, when we lower the top note of a major interval, it becomes minor. And when we lower the top note of a minor interval by a semitone, it becomes diminished. We know that augmented seconds are found in minor keys. Here are some common examples. Starting on B flat, here's a major second. We raise the top note a semitone and it becomes augmented. You'll find it in D minor. And now, starting on E flat, here's the major second, augmented, and you'll find it in G minor. Next, starting on F, major second, augmented, and it's in A minor. And the last one starts on C, major second, augmented, and it's in E minor. Augmented sixths are straightforward. And to finish, an augmented sixth starting on A, with F double sharp.